You aren't scrolling because you want to. You're scrolling because you're an addict. Your phone is a slot machine. Every time you pull down to refresh, you are pulling the lever. Will you get a like? A new video? A hit of dopamine? This is called variable rewards. It is the exact same psychological trick casinos use to bankrupt gamblers. But this casino is worse. It follows you into your bedroom, your bathroom, and your bed. They aren't selling you a product. They are mining your attention. Welcome to the Dopamine Cartel. Here is exactly how they hacked your brain and how to get it back. The attention economy. Let's destroy a myth right now. There is a common belief that social media addiction is an accident, that these apps were designed simply to help us connect with friends, and we just happen to get hooked because we lack self-control. That is a lie. This addiction was not an accident. It was a construction project. It was engineered line by code by some of the most brilliant behavioral psychologists and data scientists in the world. Their goal was never to improve your social life. Their goal was to hack your biology. In Silicon Valley, there is a fundamental law known as the attention economy. In this economy, your attention is a finite resource. It is raw material, just like oil, coal, or timber. And there is a global war going on to extract it. Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, they are not technology companies. They are extraction companies. They drill into your brain and siphon off your focus minute by minute, hour by hour, so they can package it and sell it to advertisers. As the saying goes, if you are not paying for the product, you are the product. But to keep you on the assembly line, they had to remove every stop sign. In 2006, an engineer named Asa Raskin invented something called the infinite scroll. Before this, the internet had pages. You reached the bottom and you had to click next. That tiny 1-second pause gave your brain a chance to wake up and ask, "Am I done?" Infinite scroll removed that choice. Now the content never stops. It flows like a river. There is no stopping point, no cue to leave. You just keep consuming until you physically pass out or your battery dies. Raskin later publicly apologized for his invention. He called it behavioral cocaine. He realized he had built a tool that turned human beings into zombies. But did the companies apologize? Did they remove it? No. They adopted it. They perfected it. Because in the war for your attention, human well-being is just an obstacle to profit. The Skinner box. To understand exactly how they broke your brain, we have to travel back to the 1930s, to a laboratory at Harvard University run by a psychologist named B.F. Skinner. Skinner was famous for his experiments with rats. He placed them in a simple box, now known as the Skinner box, equipped with a small lever. In the first experiment, the rules were simple. Every time the rat pressed the lever, it got a pellet of food. The rats learned quickly. They pressed the lever when they were hungry, ate the food, and then ignored the lever. They were in control. But then Skinner changed the code. In the second experiment, he introduced variable rewards. Now, when the rat pressed the lever, it didn't know what would happen. Sometimes it got a huge treat. Sometimes it got a small crumb. And sometimes it got nothing at all. The result was terrifying. The rats didn't just press the lever when they were hungry. They started pressing it compulsively. Over and over again, they became obsessed. They ignored their other needs just to pull the lever one more time, chasing the high of the unexpected reward. Does this sound familiar? Take your phone out of your pocket. Look at it. You are holding a digital Skinner box. When you pull down to refresh your Instagram feed, you are pulling the lever. Most of the time, you see nothing interesting, just a boring ad or a post you don't care about. That's the nothing. But every once in a while, you see a viral video, a message from a crush, or a notification that you went viral. That is the treat. It is the unpredictability that releases the dopamine. If you knew exactly what was on your phone, you wouldn't check it 150 times a day. You check it because you don't know. Tech companies know that uncertainty is the root of addiction. They have turned billions of human beings into lab rats, pressing a glass lever, waiting for a pellet of social validation that never truly satisfies us, the zombification of society. So we know they are hacking our biology. We know we are rats in a box. But what is the actual cost? If this was just about wasting a few hours a day, maybe it wouldn't matter. But the damage goes far deeper than lost time. It is rewiring the physical structure of your brain. Scientists have observed that heavy social media use is shrinking our gray matter, the part of the brain responsible for impulse control and decision making. We are collectively developing popcorn brain. Our attention spans have dropped to less than 8 seconds, shorter than that of a goldfish. We can no longer sit through a movie without checking our phone. We can't read a book. We can't even have a dinner conversation without feeling that phantom vibration in our pocket. And then there is the mental toll. We have built a culture of compare and despair. When you scroll through Instagram, you are seeing the carefully curated highlight reel of someone else's life and comparing it to the messy behind the scenes of your own. The result is a global epidemic of anxiety and depression. We are more connected than ever, yet we have never been more lonely. We are scrolling through thousands of faces, but we are sitting alone in dark rooms, bathed in blue light, starving for real human connection. This is the zombification of society. Walking down the street, everyone is looking down. At concerts, people watch the show through a screen. We are present in body, but absent in spirit. The dopamine cartel hasn't just stolen your time. They have stolen your ability to be present in your own life. Reclaim your mind. So, how do we escape? How do we fight back against a trillion-dollar industry designed to enslave our minds? The answer is not to throw away your smartphone and move to a cabin in the woods. That is unrealistic. The answer is to take back control. You need to turn your phone back into a tool instead of a drug. First, you must break the loop. Go into your settings right now and turn off all non-human notifications. If it's not a text from a real person, you don't need to see it. No breaking news, no someone liked your photo, no game alerts. Silence the slot machine. Second, embrace boredom. We have become terrified of silence. We fill every elevator ride, every queue, and every bathroom break with scrolling. But boredom is where ideas come from. Boredom is where creativity lives. When you kill boredom with the screen, you are killing your own potential. Next time you're waiting for a bus, just stand there. Look at the world. Let your mind wander. It will feel uncomfortable at first, like withdrawal. That means it's working. And finally, create physical distance. Buy an old-fashioned alarm clock. Charge your phone in the kitchen overnight. Do not let the dopamine cartel into your bedroom. The first hour of your day belongs to you, not to Mark Zuckerberg or Elon Musk. The battle for your attention is the most important battle of your life. If you lose it, you lose your ability to think, to create, and to be free. But if you win, you get your life back. Unplug, log off, and wake up.